I can't see.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Next question. This is a murder trial, right? This is a murder trial.
No,
Tell me,
I'm
what
pretty
is
sure
the victim's name?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the judge knows it's a murder trial. He's the judge.
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm totally drawing a blank here. This is why accommodations are needed for exams. Except it isn't really given in court. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I just temporarily forgot. Oh, so sure of himself. Great confidence. I think I'm gonna have a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check at any time, okay? What R button? I'm acting as him. I see no R button. There is no R button in real life. Show me your console. Maybe this is why he's struggling.
Because he doesn't know what the court record is?
Because he doesn't know the R button. That's probably why. That's why he can't check his memory banks. But remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this case? Mia Fey, yes.
We can say our boss again.
Mia Fey? What? How can I be the victim? Oh, right. The court button. Let me ask one more again, Mr. Wright. Who is... Cinderblock. What? The person in question was victim of murder, not ill-conceived naming, Mr. Wright.
In this universe, you have to wonder.
Yeah. Right? If you forget something, repeat. A mistaken card could cost you. I'll ask you again, Mr. White. Who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, you may now pass. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned. Oh, right. She was poisoned, right? You're asking me? Chief, help me out here. Check your court record, you ninny. Jesus, give me a break. I don't have an R button, whatever that means. Let me ask you again. Coldless, staring life eyes. Maybe that's the reason why he's nervous. He's sucking his... He's a Dementor. He's sucking the life and happiness from him. The judge is a Dementor. See, he's wearing black. Look at those lifeless eyes. She was strangled, obviously. I mean, he's choking up for words, so... Please tell me that was you talking to yourself. If you wish to hang yourself, Mr. Wright, you're welcome to, but not inside my courtroom. These are brand new floors, and I don't want any blood on them.
I mean, hanging doesn't really do blood.
Even if you die, but there would still be the same amount of brain cells. No brain cells would have died in the process.
Mr. Wright, you can't hang yourself in here. Think of all the paperwork.
Exactly. I suppose there's nothing to do but to give you another try. Trial and error. Ha ha ha. Trial. Struck once by a blunt object. Correct. Well done.
Eventually.
You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Meanwhile, Mia's muttering, I see every reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Yeah, I agree.
She's definitely thinking that right now.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Did you see it? Ain't he's blind too as well, stuff? Hard of hearing, hard of sight, hard of judgment, and character. Maybe he lost his R button too. No, he has an R button. He just
never uses it.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed for sure, as seen by him sweating driplets. That's gross. Keep your posture, man. You're in court.
He's nervous.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what a blunt object is? What that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of a thinker. He just looks like, when his mouth opens, it just looks like how that's how he talks. I found him lying on the floor next to the victim.
Well, it was found. But yes. And his first name is Winston, by the way.
Payne Winston? Winston Payne?
Winston Payne.
Wincing in pain?
Yep.
Yes.
Like I said, pun names.
That's great. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue, a thinker in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Court added it. Statue added to court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial this time. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. His arm button to check it. Yeah, I hear you, lady. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Bratz to the stand. That sounds constipated.
A little bit.
Yeah. Chief, what do I do now? You want to read this part?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case.
Do you want to read Mia?
Oh yeah, that's probably because I've played the game.
Like, do you want to read Mia and I'll read everyone else?
Sure.
Okay.
You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
Ready for what? I forgot.
Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Seeing as when you're excited. Mr. Botts, is it true that the victim... Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what would you describe is generally what we mean by... what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before she was murdered. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. According to this, she was in Paris the day before she died would have been more easier to say. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. way. The victim was a model, but I'm doing a different accent. The victim was a model, but didn't have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? I mean, we have some muffins right there, but... Yes, older men who gave their money and gifts. I'm starting to do a different accent. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Is that better, or?
Yeah, note that they never say what they get back out of this. Because it's not really safe for a kid's setting.
Hmm?
I mean, like, we learned that these older guys gave her money and gifts that she used to kind of improve her lifestyle, but you kind of take note of the fact that he never says what she gives back to them.
Oh.
Because it's not safe for kids.
Nice.